What's up, everyone? It's Erica B with The Change Project, and we are kicking off another series of
Tuesday!
Wow, I'm actually surprised in how that went, given the last half an hour of a conversation that we've had in our house. So, I want to totally keep it raw dog real. I think, like, even in the positive unicorn of the Ballesteros fun master house, we have our own issues and battle life stuff and all kinds of things. And I want to actually give a shout out to Miss Coombs over at Legacy Traditional out here in Queen Creek. She launched something that unfortunately did not get fully approved. However, this book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, was going to be a part of their leadership class this year. And unfortunately, because of some of the content in the book, they weren't able to get it going and have discussions about it in class, which I think candidly is a shame, because there's already, just in the first couple of chapters that we've been reading together, we've learned a lot about so many things. And one of the things that I want to share and discuss today that we just literally had kind of a little heart-to-heart in our household is the second chapter talks about paradigms and principles and all of the things that we tend to think about life, the paradigms that we have, perspectives that we have, and sometimes how we really need to get to know and see things through other lenses, or else sometimes we can be quick to judge and quick to experience life in such a different way. And so one of the things that they were talking about paradigms of life, about, you know, being friend-centered, stuff-centered, boy and girlfriend-centered, like all of these different facets. And today I'm talking to Diego because I really kind of feel like he's gotten to a little bit of a point in life where, you know, there's aspects of the stuff-centered paradigm that make him struggle to find joy in other things. And he lost the opportunity to watch TV tonight, and he really kind of expressed that, you know, TV and video games, those two things. He doesn't have video games here at my house, but at their dad's, TV is like the one source of joy for him. And so he may or may not have been pouting a lot and crying. Sorry, but it's true. But, you know, just, I asked both of them, like, what brings you joy? Because I feel like we need to stretch ourselves a little bit, and we're definitely going back to only a couple of days a week where we're going to have TV at all in this household. Because I really want them to focus on other things. So Mateo, like, why don't you share some of the things that you've been able to identify that bring you joy, that isn't about stuff per se, but other things?
My girlfriend.
Oh, yes.
My dad.
Yeah.
My mom.
Mm.
When they take me places like Sun Splash, Jump Street, or a trampoline park, or go out to dinner. That makes me happy.
You like those kind of things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like going to the movies.
I mean, though some of that is stuff, it's still experiences, right? And those are the things that you remember, and you kind of sit back and you're like, wow, that was super fun, right? Mm-hmm. And I know Diego was very limited a little bit earlier with what he thought brought him joy, but what are some other things, Boo, that you were able to identify that do create positive emotions inside of you?
My friends.
Your friends. And what are some of the reasons why your friends bring you joy?
They're funny.
They're funny. Well, I think that that's one thing that Diego kind of craves, and even sometimes when he is watching TV, it's funny stuff, and I'm cool with that. But I also feel like sometimes when you get so focused on one thing, it's like nothing else is fun, you know. And in order for us to really kind of wake up and feel excited to be alive, we need to start to feel like, well, what are the things that make me excited? What are the things that bring me joy? And if that one thing gets taken away, have I lost my entire opportunity to enjoy and experience life, right? And I love this quote. It says, if who I am is what I have, and what I have is lost, then who am I? And I think that that's important, because if TV goes away and there's that source of joy is non-existent, like it is in many countries, are you just totally, like, can't even figure out who you are? You're just totally lost? And I wanted to challenge the boys a little bit tonight because, you know, it was definitely a little bit of a doozy of a conversation tonight when it came to, having TV get taken away. And I just like, man, like we need to start having other things fuel us again. Because back in the day, they couldn't even watch TV. It was just playing cards and doing other things that were in the house, right? Or going to play with friends. And we need to bring that kind of stuff back now that we're back in a school year. We're not at Dad's house. And you guys have a lot of downtime, so I get it. But anyway, it's tough, right? But I want to just commend, or recommend this book by Sean Covey for those that are familiar with his father's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? Yeah. I remember reading it and, having it change so much of my life. And I think that this version of it is not only amazing for teens, but obviously Diego is almost 12, and I love what's shared in here. I love the concepts. Maybe some things are perhaps a little risque, but if we're not talking about it at home, then where else are they going to be learning about it? So, any other thoughts?
No. But I do, my friends do make me happy.
Yeah, true that.
And I like going to school.
Oh, good, right? Because then you get to hang out with your friends. And hang out with your girlfriend, right? Again, peace out. Enjoy a great rest of your day. Check out all the things that we're doing at thechangeproject.us, because we are here to help more and more people figure out how to have joy, and not just through television. Okay? All right. Love you.
I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.